If you are currently trying to navigate the relentless pace, constant notification pings, and digital distractions of our modern world, you do not need to escape to a quiet ashram to find inner peace and physical vitality. You simply need an effective, time tested strategy to protect your mental clarity and physical well being right where you are. This channel is here because the digital age has outpaced our evolutionary biology. When we constantly subject our nervous systems to relentless screen fatigue and high cortisol survival stress, our systems inevitably break. To understand what yoga actually is, we must travel back past the modern commercial studios, past the trendy fitness apparel, and past the westernized distortion that has reduced a profound internal science into basic gym stretching. We must look directly at the source. According to yogic history, long before religion or dogma existed, the first yogi transmitted this profound science of human consciousness to the seven sages, the Saptarishis. This was not a philosophy to be discussed, it was a highly precise mechanical map of human biology and mind. In our current era, the digital world has left us deeply disconnected from these cosmic origins. True yoga is not a casual physical workout, it is a universal way of life. The ancient sages realized thousands of years ago that human suffering does not change across time. The same internal turbulence, anxiety, and distraction we face today under modern algorithms is the exact same survival mechanism that has plagued mankind since the dawn of history. There is absolutely no conflict between your modern digital lifestyle and the true path of yoga, because yoga is the foundational operating system built to keep your consciousness sovereign, sane, and resilient right inside this chaotic landscape. Centuries after the primordial transmission, the great sage Patanjali synthesized this vast internal map into the Yoga Sutras. He did not write these as religious verses. He wrote them as precise clinical algorithms for the human mind called sutras. Sutra means a thread binding different elements of your system. Look at the very first sutra, comprised of only 3 words, Atha Yoga Anushasanam. It translates directly to, now, the discipline of yoga begins. It signifies that the time for yoga is now, or every moment is a good moment to practice yoga. Patanjali is giving you an immediate physical action step. He is stating that only when you are completely finished chasing external illusions, shallow validation, and digital distractions are you truly ready to look inward. Look at another sutra, the absolute definition of the entire science, Yogash Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Yoga is the intentional cessation of the fluctuations of the mind. The ancient past and the digital present connect perfectly right here. What Patanjali called the vrittis, the swirling whirlpools of thought and distraction, are the exact same mental patterns triggered today by your endless notification feeds, social comparison, and screen fatigue. Yoga is the active engineering system designed to master these mental currents, reclaiming your mind from external manipulation. While physical practices called asanas are beautiful and important, when you reduce it to just a physical exercise, you are entirely missing the holistic science of the system. Patanjali organized this universal science into an 8-limbed system. Imagine these 8 limbs as individual interconnected strands of a single supportive rope. Each strand contributes directly to the overall stability of your physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. To pull on just one strand while ignoring the others is to compromise the strength of the entire structure. The modern distortion tries to sever the physical postures, or asanas, from ethical discipline and sensory withdrawal. But when you sever the rope, the potential for true, lasting transformation completely unravels. The limbs of yama and niyama are your active daily boundaries regarding how you treat yourself and how you treat everyone and everything around you. The true practice of yoga in the modern world requires that you audit your digital interactions, choose non-violence online, and practice contentment to break the cycle of validation chasing. Asana is not an athletic exhibition, it is a mechanical lever. The geometric configurations of traditional postures are engineered to compress internal organs, regulate your blood flow, and prepare your nervous system for absolute stillness. You are using your physical frame to gain complete dominion over your biological responses. You are transitioning from passive manipulation to active internal engineering. Once the body is stable, the code advances to pranayama, the conscious regulation of breath. By intentionally regulating your respiration pattern, you mechanically stimulate your vagal nerve, dropping your biology out of high cortisol survival mode. This naturally leads to pratyahara, the conscious withdrawal of the senses. In our current digital landscape, pratyahara is your ultimate psychological shield. It is the practice of withdrawal from your senses or conscious softening of your senses by reducing the external exposures, intentionally shutting out algorithmic notification pings, reclaiming your focus, and turning your attention inward. By practicing sensory withdrawal, your mental energy naturally concentrates into dharana, which deepens into dhyana, intention and concentration. True state of meditation. Remember that you cannot do meditation, you can become meditative. You are no longer reacting helplessly to the outside world. You are transforming your immediate environment into a functional sanctuary. This science is universal because it applies to the past, governs the present, and is absolutely vital for our digital future. True flexibility is not about contorting your physical limbs into impossible shapes. It is your capacity to remain mentally still, emotionally balanced, and spiritually anchored while navigating the modern landscape. Before we step back into the noise of the digital world, let us pause right here and turn this understanding into an immediate experiential reality. Wherever you are sitting right now, adjust your posture, ground your weight on the floor, lengthen your spine upward, and allow your shoulders to drop completely away from your ears, and keep your neck loose with chin slightly towards your chest. If it feels safe in your current environment, softly close your eyes, or simply cast your gaze downward at a single unmoving point on your desk. Let us initiate a real-time audit of your internal biology, passing through the code of the 8 limbs to elevate your self-awareness. First, recognize your environment through the lens of yama and niyama. Notice any immediate impulse to check your phone or look away. Acknowledge that friction and intentionally let it go, choosing absolute contentment with this exact present moment. Second, feel the limb of asana. Bring your full awareness to the physical weight of your body pressing into your seat. Feel the stability of your skeletal structure. Notice any areas where you are unconsciously holding tension, your jaw, your neck, your forehead, and consciously breathe relaxation into those spaces. Third, execute the code of pranayama. Take a deep, slow inhalation through your nose, filling your lungs entirely. And now, exhale through your mouth with a slow, controlled sigh, letting the breath carry away the residual stress of your workday. Do this once more. Inhale deeply, expanding your chest, and exhale completely, letting your biology signal your brain that you are completely safe right here. Finally, cross the threshold into pratyahara and dharana. Withdraw your attention from the sounds around you, from the glowing screen in front of you, and from the algorithmic pings waiting in your pocket. Pull your scattered energy backward, condensing it into a single razor-sharp point of focus right at the center of your chest. Feel the profound, unshakable stillness that exists beneath the surface of your racing thoughts. This quiet, sovereign space is your true baseline. You're no longer reacting to the digital matrix. You're actively engineering your own peace. Keep your eyes closed for one more deep breath. This baseline framework, bound in the 8 limbs or sutras, is a direct call to action, to stop treating this cosmic science merely like wellness entertainment. Again, don't get me wrong, I love practicing and teaching the physical asana practices, but without intention and concentration and conscious regulation of breath, you will never know the true practice of yoga. Without being self-aware of how you treat yourself, you will never know how to treat others. You have the innate capacity to thrive, lead with absolute clarity, and protect your longevity inside this contemporary world, provided you use the traditional tools engineered to govern your biology. Unroll your mat today with a curious heart, slow down your breathing, and let us approach this living lineage with the intellectual rigor it deserves. Look closely at the image of the primordial source on your screen right now. That is the level of stillness and power we are bringing back to the modern world. Tell me in the comments section below what specific digital stress points you face in your daily routine, as I am fully committed to building this channel to meet your needs. Subscribe to Yoga Mission to lock into our community circle. Share this video with someone who needs an authentic refuge today, and let us keep breathing together, because